Good morning! Welcome to our first guides meeting of the season. I know we're all super stoked to get back on those mountains, but remember guys, we're professionals. The pandemic has been tough on us guides. Parks Canada shuttered the mountain. The crew has been cashing in on the CERB. It's hard to believe that any of us would be considered non-essential. Now here are today's assignments. Newbie, your group will be going to Shades of Beauty. I'll be taking my group to virtual reality. And Billy, you'll be taking your group to Transparent Fool. Sound good? Hey, can we go over some safety guidelines or talk about the current weather warnings that we're seeing today? Oh man. Good one, newbie. Now, because of all that time under lockdown, there's a lot of money to make up for. And as such, the association has recommended 2 changes to our programming this season. Number 1, to get as many people on the hills as possible, we're going with a safety second approach. And number 2, to deal with any issues that may come up because of this, we've hired a liaison to act between us, the mountain guides, and our mountain guests. May I introduce to you guys, Miss Construe.
Thank you. Guides, days sometimes end badly. With hindsight, every accident is preventable. But why dwell on that? As the mountain's infinite combinations dial will spin and spin, so will we at the association. We spin the story. If something goes wrong on the mountain, we spin the story to ensure no legal action can be taken and to safeguard the reputation of the association. While we can't technically endorse cutting ropes or leaving a guest to fend for themselves, we can certainly help you contain any situation you find yourself in.
Times were a lot tougher before Miss Construe came on board. These gappers, these clients, just can't fathom the danger matrix of avalanches, lightning, falling rocks, bears, falling trees. But Miss Construe puts things into our perspective. She's going to be an integral part of our industry.
Let's review our post-critical incident response protocol. That is what our clients and general public think we do. This is what we really do. What does our legal team always say?
Silence is golden.
That's right. See something? Say nothing. The association and our insurance lawyers will work in concert to deflect and defend you. Incidents are always the mountain's fault. When in doubt, blame the mountain.
Blame the mountain. Blame the mountain?
Once you've learned and recited the official story of the incident, you will unlock new opportunities as a mountain guide. You may even get your next certifications for free.
I had an incident outing once. It was something minor. Several people died. It was definitely a long day. I thought I'd lose my guiding license, my sponsorships. I definitely thought my lodge was in jeopardy, but they actually made a promotional film about me.
The best thing to do following a fatal incident is to put you in the spotlight and ensure others can admire you.
Nothing establishes you more as an expert than writing magazine articles and being on a speaker panel. Did people just get injured because of my risk analysis? I'm on an expert speaker panel.
Is everyone clear on their objectives for the day? Super. Time to meet your clients. Welcome everyone to the first day of your mountaineering adventure. Before we get to your questions, let's review the waiver. By signing this, you acknowledge how inherently dangerous and deadly the mountains are. You release your guide from any and all harm once you leave the comfort of our 4-star lodge. Clients are somewhere on the spectrum from naive to arrogant, and that is why I must protect the guides at all costs.
So what's this part? The part about the guides needing to be released from negligence.
Let's take a look at that. Oh, That's just standard boilerplate legalese. It's fine. They call me a client liaison, but I basically act as a diversion agent.
So what happens when the guide makes a mistake?
Yes, And any other questions?
I just asked what happens if the guide makes a mistake.
Sorry, is there anyone else with a question? No? Okay, so moving on.
Seriously?
So, is there anyone here dabbling in photography? Any adventure writers or social media influencers? Good. You know, there will be a lot of opportunities if you just listen to your guides and follow their lead. Lots of opportunity.
This is how we groom those we like to call sympathizers. In an emergency, and especially in the aftermath, these folks are instrumental in rewriting history.
Hey, where are our backpacks? Where the hell are we supposed to put our safety equipment?
We, at the association, believe that wearing a backpack in an avalanche terrain just isn't safe. That is why you will all be issued this communication device.
Communication device? Packs are no longer suggested to be worn on climbs, as you are in danger of being dislodged from your stance in the case of an avalanche. Hi, I'm your favorite Red Diamond and Black Bull sponsored athlete, and today's mountaineering adventure is brought to you by Speeps, the latest technology and safety equipment. Super reliable 200% of the time. Have a problem on the mountain? Just press this button. Why would you pack and carry safety equipment with you when you can call in the safety equipment for drone delivery? And every order comes with a complimentary 6-pack of Black Bull. Each of your devices have been connected to your credit cards for easy processing. With this device, you're never alone.
You know, the last time I came from one of these outings, my wife told me the rumor of bodies being left in a woodshed. Felt kind of dumb when my wife bought me this Kevlar jacket with a whole body camera and a pocket knife, but now I'm kind of glad she forced me to wear it.
And lastly, don't forget to have fun.
Hope so.
Yes, I understand your sister will no longer walk again. Okay, have you even thought about what our mountain guides are going through right now?
The feelings of the guides are more important than anyone else's need to know. Incident reports are voluntary and anonymous at the association, so members don't have to report an incident if they don't want to. And if they do, well, all documents are privileged. So good luck to any guest who wants to get their hands on them.
I'm so sorry that the mountain took your husband away from you. I mean, there's no other explanation of what happened, really. We all would have been there. No, there's nothing that could have been done differently to change the outcome.
Since the conception of the association, after an incident, we always just send out our own people to investigate. There's a motto we use in Latin, Nemo Iudex in causa sua. We have judged ourselves and have done no wrong. Hello, CNN? Yeah, listen, accidents happen. Okay, it's important to remember that after the incident, everyone did their best. The truth of this cannot be underestimated.
If things go wrong, it's an act of God. And if things go right, please tip your guide.